What's up, everybody on YouTube? How's everybody doing? I'm doing just fine. I'm doing awesome, actually. Today, welcome to a new series on the channel, Stonehearth. Man, it's an alpha. It's an early access game, but I've been playing the heck out of this game as of late, and I finally decided, you know what? Let's do a little mini-series on this game. I had a successful village in Stonehearth, not gonna lie, my first trial. And then it got raided by goblins and all that such, and basically everybody died. Which wasn't good. So, not good there, but I'm going to give it a second go here on my, doing the YouTube series here. And I have a pretty good understanding of the game. I'm going to explain it as we go along. I'm not trying to make a walkthrough of the game or anything like that. We're just going to play it together, basically. And hey, the game's cheap, so, I mean, I suggest you guys pick it up. If you like Minecraft, you like city builders, it is a great game just for that, so I highly suggest it. But with that said, guys, let's create a new game here. So this is the story of, basically you get to choose your kingdom here. I call these the red guys, the green guys, the Christmas colors going on. And yeah, I usually go with the green guys here. I haven't really tried the red guys out. Could be cool, could be something a little bit different. You know, it might have a different play style. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. But we're going to go with the green guys here. Maybe we'll play the red guys later on. So yeah, you get to choose. Next, I believe it's the biome. Yes, it is the biome. So you get to choose like a foresty type of setting with lakes and mountainous type of things. Or you can choose the desert. Desert just doesn't seem very interesting to me. I like to go with the forest, usually, every time I play the game. So we'll go with it here. Then you get to select your difficulty, peaceful, normal, or hard. I'm going to go with freaking probably normal here, just because it is, well, you get the little bit of an adventure aspect out of it without it being too difficult, and without it being too boring, basically. Because the combat does make it a bit interesting. It kind of makes you speed up and, you know, build your village faster and do things faster. But if you're just into the building side of things, peaceful mode is going to be just fine for you. So let's select the normal here, and then we're going to select our roster of starting little guys, or our Hearthlings as they're called in this game. Well, here we are. This is our roster. Now, we can go in and edit each one. I'm not going to go in and edit each one. I'm going to try to keep it pretty random here, just so we're going in pretty blind. But I do want to edit one. Okay, I do want to edit one. And of course, well, let's pick one out here. So we can like randomize it first to see what our traits are for this guy. This guy, he's passionate about being a mason. So we would give him the job of being a mason if that's what we wanted. You know, he's got a professor. He could be pretty smart as well. This matters too. You got mind, body, and spirit. Spirit kind of helps with fighting. Mind kind of helps with like crafting, and then body just in general is like tankier. If you want them to live longer or whatever. So it's pretty basic on that. As we go through, let's see what we can choose here. I would like to get. There's a little picture of a hammer here. It's like a little carpenter's hammer, and that's the one I want right there. Boom. The heart of the crafter. And we're going to call this Sir Skunker. There we go. And he's going to be my carpenter going into this. Skunker. Can I spell Skunker right? No. What am I doing? Skunker. Okay. I just had a brain fart there. I'm not even lying to you right there. Skunker. Wow. I forgot how to spell my own name. It's literally on my second monitor here, and I forgot. Okay, Blunt's you're going a bit crazy there. But, alright, let's select his hair color, obviously, when you go with, like, the dirty blonde color. Let's see, which one do we want? We want the one without the eye. Well, actually, we want this, and then we gotta change the facial hair to get rid of the eyebrows. There we go. We just want that. There we go. Skin color is gonna be, about, yeah, that's pretty good. Rosy cheeks, a little bit of rosy cheeks going on. It's pretty good. Right there. But not too bad. There we go. This is gonna be our roster. So my first playthrough, or play around, whatever you want to call it, I went in and changed all these guys, but as it turns out, that just takes too much time to do. And if you want to keep replaying this game over and over again, you'll just kind of forget about changing these guys. You'll usually just make one your character. That's what I do, at least. I just make one and just call him like Sir Skunker, and that's his thing, or my character. I usually make him the carpenter, so, which is the main guy. So, food for days, merchant caravan, money solves all the problems. These are the three sort of starting resources that we can go with here. So, obviously, food for days, well, it's just like it says, gives you more food. Merchant, it gives you more tools to start out with. And money solves all the problem, gives you more money. So, which one is better out of the three? Well, if you play the game, you'll find out for yourself which one is better. And you'll have a preference to which one you want to start out with at each time. Now, I started out, my first playthrough, I went with food for days, and I did like a little second one, and I lasted a little bit longer when I went with the merchant's caravan. Just because you have all this to deal with, and you don't need that much food off the beginning. You can survive off of berries and stuff scattered throughout the world that you can just pick up, and your Hearthlings will be just fine with that. So we gotta choose a starting location for us here. So we want to probably go, I mean, that's not too bad of a location. Right here, I usually try to find a place where it's like a lake, right? And then there's a mountain right here. So you have lake, mountain, and then in between is that little grassy area, which is nice because you got a lot of trees here, which is going to be very useful in the beginning. Wildlife, since we have the trapper, and minerals will come later on, so we'll travel up this way to get to the minerals. And as you can see, the minerals goes way up. So being right here is actually a good location, okay? Because we won't need minerals right off the bat. So let's go little, well, it doesn't really matter, because we'll just choose it when we get into the game anyway. The actual location. We'll put a little flag down and all. So yeah, this game is very fun, guys. I have to say, highly recommend it to you. Now, there are some bugs here and there. It is going to be occurring, that occurs with early access games usually, so just be aware of that when going into this. But it is a good price game. It's about $30 on Steam, so you can just go ahead and get it for yourself if you want. So here's our little area. Now, on the map, it looked a lot bigger, right? It looked a lot like, like bigger. Like the mountain was like way over there, and lake was way over there. But as you can see, this is it. This is like our little starting area. Now, obviously, we can go out throughout the whole world here. There's no limits besides the boundaries of the world. There are a little bit of a boundary. So that's the only way it limits you. But I think this is a great starting location right here. We're on this little platform right here, and that's pretty good. I like that. And it looks like we have some little monuments here, little statues that we can harvest stone from and minerals from. So that's pretty cool. So we'll go right here. Boom. Silvershire. Huh. That's actually a nice name. I might go with that, but I actually have a name in mind right now. It's Skunkerton, of course. Skunkerton Castle, like Skunkerton Castle and anything Skunkerton. That's like my generic town name now. I use that all the time. But the first thing I'm going to get them to do is to start gathering up some trees. That's the main thing I do, and you can like drag and click. You can get all the trees going. This is probably the fastest way of going about it. It won't get this many trees. And we'll get designated, can I talk today? Hello? I don't even know. We're going to put a zone down. We're going to put an area where they can put all this stuff at. And as you can see, there's a bunch of wildlife around here. So we'll make let's take a 10 by 10 area to start off with. 10 by 10, and they can put everything there. That's fine. And that'll be off to the side there. That way we can make a little path or something. I don't know. We'll build this out. Surprisingly, you're not going to do that many buildings unless you're in peaceful mode. If you're in peaceful mode, then you're really going to focus on the building, obviously. But this is just for survival purposes going on here. So we gotta you know, make things work. Instead of, we gotta have function more than decorative buildings and all that stuff. So we kind of just, we'll get to the point to where we can really start building out, but you kind of have to just keep it, you know, simple for now. So let's now choose some jobs for our guys to do. So Skunker, change job. We just go in the change job here, and we're gonna make him the carpenter. Okay, there we go. Easy as that. And he'll go over here. Where is he? Oh, he got it already. As you can see, he picked up the what you want to call it, the what did he pick up? What was it? The saw, the carpenter saw. And yeah, now he's the carpenter now. So if we go into our little character menu here, you see he's wearing a different outfit, unlike the rest are wearing sort of that green outfit. This is now he's the apprentice carpenter, so it's pretty cool. So now we need a footman, and I think, my lady, you are going to be our footman because you have the highest amount of health, and you have a pretty good spirit. So that's pretty good for a footman. And she's going to be the guard of the town. Guard and everything. There we go. So you can see that little animation there. That's what they do when they get a new job assigned to them. They'll pick up a tool or a weapon of some sort. And let's see. What else do we have? We have a trapper. So a trapper, we kind of want them to have... let's see here. Trapper. The mind, usually. But you would have been good as a footman, too. You protect the town. That's fine, too. He's got the little sword there. He likes to protect the town and keep it from safety. So, he would have been good as a footman because of that trait, but he has so much mind that he could be good as a trapper. I think. High spirit Hearthlings will easily befriend animals and stand strong against enemies, influence courage, willpower, and compassion. I mean, that's pretty good, too. You could be our trapper. Let's make him our trapper. I like that. Yes, let's go with that. There we go. And now we have the herbalist, which we don't really need right off the bat, to be honest with you. That can come later. So I'd rather have a worker right now instead of the herbalist. Okay, so now the main thing, what I like to do, is what I really just found out was let's go into well, let's do it this way. Let's go into our carpenter, get him leveled up. We want to get him going and leveling up real fast here, and we're gonna give him a workbench. We're gonna start giving him a workbench, and then we're gonna put this. Basically, we want him to make up a whole bunch of log piles so we can store more logs and just have a whole bulk storage of logs. So we're going to queue this order since he hasn't made the crafting table just yet. So we'll make about, let's make all of them. If we can, you know? There you go, 50. No, I don't think he has quite enough for it yet, but he needs this guy right here. So we'll place this down over by the fire pit. There we go. He'll take it. Look at that. I love this. I love how they work together in harmony in creating something. It's pretty cool. There we go. And I think it automatically speeds up at night. So you can see down here, I don't know if you see my cursor or not, but in the bottom right corner, there is a, I guess you could say, like a little pause, play, and then fast forward. Which, you know, if you were building something, you could turn on the fast forward, and it just kind of speeds up the build process, so you don't have to wait around. So my next thing here that I want to kind of look for is berries, and here they are. They're all the way over here. The question is, do we send somebody out here all the way to collect these? Huh. There's nothing closer? Nothing at all? I guess not, because this is all, like, farmland. Or not farmland, what the heck am I talking about? It is all forest. And really over here is where the plains begin, so I guess that would make sense. I mean, it's on the same level, so it wouldn't be that hard, and there is not really that many enemies, so we'll just kind of send one of our guys out here. You'll see, oh, all the workers go. Okay, see you guys. All of them just like got up and left. They were like, oh yeah, we'll go get them berries. We know what's up. I'm gonna get some food over here. So, while they're making that, we can now design a building. Which, like I said, is not going to be that many buildings. We're going to probably make one building, and it's going to last us for a good while. Then we'll make another building and last us for a good while. Each building will have their purposes. The problem is, the buildings take up, what is it? They take up space, obviously, but they take up, they increase our net worth of our town and our little village here. So, the more buildings we build, the bigger our place gets, the more knights we need, the more enemies come. So that's kind of how this works. And the more food we need, because more Hearthlings will start to come. Because we'll have more and more and more. So the more we get, the more stuff comes to us. And then that includes enemies as well. And we'll get raided by some enemies, which can be devastating sometimes. Let me just tell you that. Which ended my last village, making choices to fight the goblins. So I guess we can. Let's see here. I guess I'll just show you the building. Yeah, so as you can see what the building entails. I won't go into detail on it just yet. But yeah, basically, right here. This is the daily update. Okay, I guess I'll explain this as well. This allows you to get a new Hearthling. A new Hearthling will move on to your village. But you have to meet the requirements. So we need this type more food. We need more food. And we need this net worth. Now, how do you get net worth? Well, net worth basically is buildings. So that's what I found out, at least. The more buildings you have, the more net worth you have. And for food, obviously, it's just more food you have, the more stuff you get. And this basically tells you the town morale. This is just, telling you how your Hearthlings are doing overall. But as you can see here, they have camp templates. These are just like little buildings to start out with. Obviously, you can use these. So what's cool about these is you can actually go in. So I can use this little tool here just to rotate it. I can place it down. I don't have to build it yet, but I can go in and edit it. And select a part of the roof, or I can select the roof, let's say. Maybe I want to change that to a different material. Say I want to change it to blue. There you go. So I can customize it in my own way. I want to keep these dark walls, but I want to have really light walls. So you can do stuff like that. I mean, it's really, really detailed in the sense of, like, you can customize templates and stuff like that. And you have to be careful where you click as well. Sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it messes up just a tad, but so like I can change it if I want, then maybe if there's something I just generally don't like. There we go. So just adding in a little bit of detail there with the little bit of blocks that we have, just like that, little fine details. There we go. And so you can just do little things like that, and it's really, really cool. All the little things that you can do. I think you could change this even. Oh, you can't change that. Oh, column material. Here we go. Column material. So you can change. Yeah, let's look at that. Yeah, you can go pretty detailed, not gonna lie. So if you want to have a blue on blue, there you go. Kind of make your own. Because I know some people have a tough time with like just creating things in general. So this game has templates for you, and if you just want to change like a little color or something, then just you don't want it to be the same, then yeah, they have that, which is really neat. So yes, you can be creative, but also at the same time, you can just enjoy the aspect of building up a village without the struggle of thinking of what to build. You know what I mean? It kind of gives you some ideas going ahead. And let's say if I didn't want this here, I could say finish editing. Doesn't actually build it yet. You can select build, remove, save. And I could actually save this as my own template if I wanted to. Not that I'm going to, because this is terrible. But I'm going to remove this, obviously. Remove this building, and there you go. It's gone. And that was just a template of it. That wasn't anything, so it's not actually there. So, that is going to do it for the first episode of Stonehearth. I was about to call it Hearthstone. It's very confusing. But that was the first episode of Stonehearth. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. And as always, don't forget to be awesome, and tell me what you think of Stonehearth. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.